She walks like nothing's wrong at all. Her laughter echoes through the hall. A perfect smile, a perfect face, but something's missing in her gaze. She says she's fine when asked again, like healing is just pretend. But in the quiet of her night, she falls apart without a light, and no one sees what she conceals. Behind the way she never feels, it's a smile full of pain, hiding tears like falling rain. She's breaking but won't let it show, in a world that'll never know. She wears it like a pretty chain, but it's heavy like her name, and all she has to entertain is a smile full of pain. She laughs so no one looks too close to what her silence really knows. Every "I'm okay," she says, is another piece of her distress. She paints her face with calm disguise, while storm clouds gather in her eyes. And every step she takes today feels like she's drifting far away, and every mirror that she sees reflects the truth she can't release. It's a smile full of pain, hiding tears like falling rain. She's breaking but won't let it show, in a world that'll never know. She wears it like a pretty chain, but it's heavy like her name, and all she has to entertain is a smile full of pain. If they could see behind her smile, would they still stay for a while? Or would they turn and walk away from all the words she cannot say? A smile full of pain, trying hard to look the same, but inside she's torn apart. With a silent, shattered heart, she keeps pretending she's okay, while slowly fading day by day. And no one ever feels the strain of a smile full of pain. Smile, but break every breath she has to take. Smile, but fall, and no one hears her call. Drowning in her silence, she doesn't shout, she doesn't cry, but something's breaking in her eyes. A quiet storm she keeps inside, where all her feelings go to hide. She smiles like nothing's wrong at all, but I can hear the silent fall of every word she never says, echoing inside my chest. And I can't reach her anymore. She's drifting farther than before. I'm drowning in feels so far away, like love that slowly fades to gray, and I can't pull it back again. I'm drowning in her silence. She used to tell me everything, now even truth won't say a thing. We sit together side by side, but worlds apart in our own minds. I try to ask, she turns away, like words just get in love's decay. And what we were is slipping fast, becoming shadows of the past. And every glance she gives to me feels like a locked up memory. I'm drowning in her silence. It's louder than 1,000 screams. Every pause between her answers feels like losing all my dreams. She's here but still so far away, like love that slowly fades to gray, and I can't pull her back again. I'm drowning in her silence. If love still lives inside her heart, why does it feel we're falling apart? I'm reaching out, but she won't speak, and silence makes me feel so weak. I'm drowning in her silence, no rescue in her empty eyes. The louder that she disappears, the more my broken heart replies. I wish she'd tell me what went wrong before our love is truly gone, but I just fade where I began, drowning in her silence. Her silence still calls my name. Her silence drives me insane. Her silence, and I remain drowning in her silence. The hallway creaks at 2 a.m., like it remembers where you've been. Your footsteps used to fill this place. Now only silence takes your space. The lights are flickering above, like they forgot what we call love. Every shadow on the wall feels like you're still down the hall. And I swear I hear you breathe, but it's just a memory in me. Empty hallway echoes calling out your name again. They bounce off broken ceilings like we never had an end. I walked through what we used to be, but it's just a ghost of you in me. Now all I feel is what I've known. Empty hallway echoes alone. I still see your coat by the door, like you might come back once more. But dust is taking what we were, and time has made it all a blur. I talk to walls like you might hear, but only silence answers here. And every step I try to take whispering your fading name. Empty hallway echoes calling out your name again. They bounce off broken ceilings like we never had an end. I walked through what we used to be, but it's just a ghost of you and me. Now all I feel is what I've known. Empty hallway echoes alone. If loved ones lived inside these walls, why does it feel like nothing calls? You were the light, the sound, the air. Now only absence lingers there. Empty hallway echoes, still chasing what we lost. Every sound becomes a memory, no matter what it costs. I try to leave, I try to go, but every step just moves too slow. 'Cause I can't escape the tone of empty hallway echoes alone. Down the hall, still I hear it all. Call my name, but nothing stays the same. I found them in a box today, tied with strings, worn paper gray. Your handwriting soft and small still knows how to break my walls. You wrote about forever then, like we never reach an end. Now every line feels like a scar from a time we drifted far. And I shouldn't read them anymore, but I still open every door. Faded letters from you still smell like what we went through. Ink that cries across the page from a love that couldn't stay. Every word still pulls me back to the life we almost had. Now all I hold is what we knew, and faded letters from you. You signed your name like nothing changed, like love would never rearrange. But time had other plans for us, turning gold into dust. I trace your words with trembling hands, trying hard to understand how something so alive and real could vanish but still make me feel. And every sentence that you wrote still chokes the air inside my throat. Faded letters from you still smell like what we went through. Hit that cries across the page from a love that couldn't stay. Every word still pulls me back to the life we almost had. Now all I hold is what we knew, and faded letters from you. If I burn them, will I be free, or will the ashes still find me? 'Cause even fire can't erase the way you love, the way you break. Faded letters from you, a goodbye I never knew. Still alive in every line, frozen somewhere in my mind. Maybe love was never true, maybe it just felt like you. Now I'm left with what we knew, I gave you parts I never showed, the fragile places no one knows. I trusted you with every flaw, like you were everything I saw. I didn't know love could turn into the kind that still burns. Even when the fire is gone, it keeps you holding on. And now I'm learning what it means to lose myself inside your dreams. I loved you too deeply, that's why it hurts so badly now. I held on so tightly, just something slipping through my hands somehow. You were my forever, my truth, my belief. But loving you broke what's left of me. Now I'm just trying to breathe, 'cause I loved you too deeply. I saw your name in every place, in every smile, in every face. I built my world around your touch. I didn't know it cost so much. Now silence speaks where you once were, and every memory feels blurred. I try to leave you in the past, but nothing ever lasts. And every step I try to take still feels like my own heart will break. I loved you too deeply, it's why it hurts so badly now. I held on so tightly, just something slipping through my hands somehow. You were my forever, my truth, my belief. But loving you broke what's left of me. Now I'm just trying to breathe, 'cause I loved you too deeply. If love was meant to set us free, why does it feel like losing me? I gave you everything I knew, but I forgot to save myself too. I loved you too deeply, and now I'm barely holding on. The more I tried to keep you, the more I felt you slipping gone. Maybe someday I'll believe that letting go can heal me, but tonight I still can't sleep, 'cause I loved you too deeply, too real. That's still all I feel. Too deeply, still me, lost in your memory. You left me standing in the dark, where streetlights barely make a spark. The city breathed, but I stood still, lost inside a broken will. Your footsteps faded down the road like secrets no one should have known. And I was left with all we were, a love that turned into a blur. And every clock inside this town just counts the moments you're not around. Now I'm left with the midnight, talking to shadows in the night. No answers coming back to me, just echoes of what it used to be. You disappeared without a fight, drowning in the quiet light, and all I have to hold on tight is being left with the midnight. The sky looks heavy, painted gray, like it knows you ran away. I trace your name on window glass, while memories refuse to pass. I call your number just to hear the silence that confirms you're near. But not with me, not anymore. Just ghosts behind a closing door, and every lonely second drags like torn up pages of our past. Now I'm left with the midnight, talking to shadows in the night. No answers coming back to me, just echoes of what used to be. You disappeared without a fight, left me drowning in the quiet light, and all I have to hold on tight is being left with the midnight, when nothing ever feels alright. I keep your memory alive while trying just to survive. Maybe someday I'll see light, but tonight I lose the fight, 'cause all I know deep inside is I was left with the midnight. Left with the midnight. Still waiting for your sign. Left with the midnight, and you're no longer mine. You said it's off like it was nothing, like letting go was just a feeling. But my whole world stopped breathing the moment you stopped needing. I watched your eyes avoid mine, like love had reached its finish line. And every word you didn't say still tore my heart away. And I stood there frozen still while you walked down that empty hill. Now I'm lost in your goodbye, caught between truth and lies. Every memory pulls me under, like a storm without the thunder. You left me here to wonder why love had to learn how to die. And I'm still asking the sky how I got lost in your goodbye. The silence after felt so loud, like it swallowed every sound. I tried to call your name again, but you were already gone then. Now every place we used to go feels like a movie I can't show, because the ending never healed, and nothing here feels real. And every step I try to take still leads me back to what we break. Now I'm lost in your goodbye, how to survive a love that disappeared too fast, but never left my past. I guess some hearts just can't untie, even when they say goodbye, and I'm still stuck inside, lost in your goodbye. And I'm still lost inside. Still waits, still stays. The sun still rises like it should, but nothing feels the way it could. The world keeps turning without care, while I'm still stuck, waiting there. Your side of life moved far ahead, but mine still lies where you once said you'd never leave, you'd always stay, until you walked away. And I know time should set me free, but time keeps bringing back you and me. My heart still waits for you, even when it knows we're through. Every night it calls your name, like nothing ever changed. I try to move, I try to fight, but you still own my every night. No matter what I try to do, my heart still waits for you. I see your face in passing light, and strangers walking through the night. And every song I hear today still drags your memory my way. I've learned to smile, I've learned to hide the war that lives inside my mind, but deep within it still remains a love that won't explain. And every step I try to take still leads me back to what we break. My heart still waits for you, even when it knows we're through. Every night it calls your name, like nothing ever changed. I try to move, I try to fight, but you still own my every night. No matter what I try to do, my heart still waits for you. It's waiting means I lose myself, that I've already lost my health, but I can't tell my heart to stop. It's still where yours once dropped. My heart still waits for you, and everything I go through, even time can't break the chain of your love inside my veins. Maybe someday I'll break through and stop waiting just for you, but until I find the truth, my heart still waits for you. Still waits, still stays in 1,000 broken ways. Still waits, still hurts. The bed feels wider than before, like you erased it from the floor. Your side is just an empty space where warmth used to stay in place. The clock keeps dragging time along, playing memories like a song. I try to sleep, but I still see the shape of you next to me, and I don't know how to breathe in a world you're not with me. It's one more night without you, and I'm barely getting through. Every second pulls me back to the love we used to have. I close my eyes, but it's no use. I still wake up missing you, living in a broken truth. One more night without you. I talk to walls like you're still here, hoping somehow you might hear. But silence answers every call and lets me slowly fall. Your ghost is in the hallway light, it follows me into the night, and every shadow that I see still looks a lot like you to me. And I keep pretending I'm alright, but I'm losing every fight. It's one more night without you, and I'm barely getting through. Every second pulls me back to the love we used to have. I close my eyes, but it's no use. I still wake up missing you, living in a broken truth. One more night without you. If time was meant to heal my heart, why does it tear me apart? I gave you everything I knew, now I'm just empty without you. One more night without you feels like forever breaking through. I'm holding on to fading light in a world without you inside. I wish I could undo the truth, but I'm still lost, still missing you. And all I ever really do is survive one more night without you. One more night, still calling your name tonight. One more night without you in my life. One more night without you. I smile when they ask me how I am, like I got everything in my hand. But they don't see the nights I break, the silent wars I have to take. I lay in bed but I don't sleep, just drowning in what I can't keep. And every thought I try to hide becomes a storm behind my eyes. And no one knows what I go through when I'm pretending I'm okay without you. There are tears behind closed eyes when nobody hears my cries. I fall apart a shattered, silent heart. I look fine on the outside, but I'm barely staying alive, living all these lonely nights with tears behind closed eyes. The world just sees a normal face, they don't see the empty space where your love used to live, and everything I couldn't give. I laugh so they won't ask again how I survived this pain within. But every breath feels heavy now, like I'm sinking deeper down. And every moment I pretend is another way I slowly bend. There are tears behind closed eyes when nobody hears my cries. I fall apart in the dark with a shattered, silent heart. I look fine on the outside, but I'm barely staying alive, living all these lonely nights with tears behind closed eyes. If they could see what's inside me, would they still believe I'm free? Or would they finally understand I'm breaking more than I can stand? Tears behind closed eyes, falling when no one finds a soul that's lost its way. In the words I cannot say, I keep it all locked inside, but the pain will never lie, and I survive every night with tears behind closed eyes. Closed eyes, broken lies, silent cries, no disguise. Still I try to survive, to survive, to survive.